What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm JJ Moore with Battalion Airsoft Arena. Today I'm going to show you guys how to get the Gen 3 quad rail Lancer tactical front end off, where you can put a tracer on it. A lot of people don't think you put a tracer on here. I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's get into it. So this piece right here is plastic, and what a lot of people don't realize is that it actually has some set screws that holds it on. So I'm going to quickly take this out. You're going to turn this nut here. This nut is backwards threaded, and you're going to loosen it until your quad rail comes off. And I'll show you how it does. And it'll slide forward all the way up until it hits the suppressor. Boom. Now you'll see that we have two set screws on top, one on the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my tool kit, and I'm going to take my, see, I'm trying to do it without seeing it. This, I believe, is a 2mm Allen. I'll double check and I'll let you know. It is actually a 2mm. Good call. So what you're going to do is you're going to loosen the 2mm screws here, and then you're going to slide this out. But don't move out, just kind of wiggle it, it'll come out. Don't go too crazy with it. And the inner barrel is going to stay in there. Be careful not to bend it. Now we can set this baby to the side. Now you'll have this. You're going to pull that out the front. Now you got your quad rail, got your barrel piece, and you have your suppressor. So what a lot of people don't realize is that these don't have pins, and a lot of times you could get this off if you just put a pair of channel locks on the front and you twisted it backwards. Be careful though, because you can strip this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I get it off, and it's an easy way, and it doesn't hurt anything, and you could do it at your house. So what I do is I take a mini torch. If you have a blow dryer, try a blow dryer. Mini torch is going to be a lot easier, faster, but there's glue here. You're going to heat up the barrel piece. Now, we're not going too crazy here because we're just trying to get this glue to break loose. Loctite, whatever it is, I'm not sure. It looks like glue to me, so I call it glue. So it doesn't look like normal Loctite. Once you get it good and hot, and you can hit the plastic a little bit, don't go too crazy with it. We're just trying to get it we want it disturbed. You want the chemical compound in the glue or the Loctite to break free. You're going to get it hot again. And now if you scratch it a little bit back here, it's not going to matter because it's not going to be seen. Where you don't want to scratch it is where everyone can see it. You could always go back and take a Sharpie though and clean it up. I'll show you guys that trick one day. So we're going to just keep heating it. And sometimes you can even do this by hand. I should have probably showed you guys that first and tried that way. This is not a all my videos are done right in front of you guys. I don't pre-do any of this. But there you go. Just by hand. You're going to pull it right off by hand. Nothing crazy. If you don't have a mini torch, you can literally go to the gas station, and they sell, not this big, but they sell mini torches and butane. So get yourself a mini torch. If you're going to be working on your own airsoft replicas, you need to invest in a mini torch. We're going to put the mini torch to the side. Now you got your suppressor, you got your quad rail, and we have our barrel piece here. This is a piece you're going to want to keep. You're going to need this piece. If you have a wire brush, take a wire brush and clean the threads out. You can also take the mini torch again and hit those threads directly now, and that's going to unsettle all of that chemical. Now, what we've done here is we have actually ordered a barrel extension kit from Amazon. So, ouch, it's a little bit hot still, so we gotta be careful there. So we're gonna wait till that cools off to finish. And here's the barrel extension kit. Comes with 4 pieces. You get them on Amazon. You get them at any Lancer Tactical outlet. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna size the right length that we want here. And it looks like we're gonna go with, you can even double them up if you like. That's why we got the right ones. So what we're gonna do is take this boy here, that boy there, and we're gonna get the length that we want to get the look that we want. So Sometimes you may have to take these screws and loosen them a bit, and even take them all the way out. Once this cools off, you'll see it'll go on in there. It's only going to go in one way, so if it doesn't go in, make sure you got it the right way. And I thought I may have boogered it a little, but I did not, so it's got a tiny little mark on it, but not enough to cause it to not go in. So what we're going to do is put that there. I'm going to stick this here for a moment, and you'll see what I'm talking about, how just kind of work it in there. And once you get it in there, then you're going to go ahead and tighten up your set screws here again. Back like they were. If you want to put a little blue Loctite on them, wouldn't be a bad idea. Don't forget you have 3 set screws. So we got all 3 set screws. Take the last one now. Give it a snug them down. Give it another quarter turn. It's not going to come off. Now, sizing this up is where a lot of people mess up, and they get inaccuracy, or they get the barrel hitting the end. So what I do is I match it to here, and then I see, and I find my best combination. This right here looks like it's going to be our best combination, so we're going to go ahead and slide that on. See, it goes all the way on. And then we're going to take the next one, do the same exact thing. Now, we have a good, if you want to put a little Loctite on there, you can. Now you can see it's not all the way to the end, but it's also really close to the end. So I don't have to worry about this making contact. Now, a lot of times people say, I don't want mine to stick out that far. Well, there's another trick we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. What I always do is I'll take this back off, and then I will figure out where I want my quad rail to be. So I'll take my quad rail, I'll slide it down, and then I'm going to say, so you know your tracer, if you're going to put a tracer on here, you know that if you go into the tracer, it won't work. So you need to get your tracer ready, you need to get your extensions ready, and you need to figure out where you want this to stop. The customer I'm working with right now, he wants it to stop about right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me something, and I'm going to mark it. In my case, it's a yellow paint pen. And you make sure you account for this being tight. So we're going to go about right there. And then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to show you how to cut it. It's not even a very expensive tool. You can get it anywhere. And it's really easy to cut. Alright guys, so this is not the tool that I always use. This is me showing you what you can get really cheap to do at home yourself. It's a little cheap hacksaw you can get at Home Depot. You can get them anywhere, and it's going to make it really easy for you guys. So you see I've already marked it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this camera this way so you guys can see where I'm cutting it. Now you don't want this to spin. If you feel comfortable taking off the upper, that's a great idea. Take it off, take the barrel assembly out so you know it doesn't spin. But I'm going to pretend like I'm you guys, and I'm going to take it apart. And I'm going to hold it, or this is going to be for someone who don't know how to take it apart. You're going to take you a real nice straight cut there. That's what you're going to do. Even if you got to have your friend hold it. By the way, this is called a hacksaw. This makes a super clean cut, straight cut. Sorry if I'm shaking too much. I'm trying to get you guys so y'all can see it. Once you get through it, you'll see and even at the end, you can sometimes just go ahead and help it away. Bend it back and forth a few times to get the actual edge that you want. Now, what I actually use is a die grinder. It's a little electric wheel. So it does all the work. Now, if you go on Amazon, you can get what's called a I believe they call them like a countersink bit, but I call it a crowning bit. It crowns the barrel. This is where you're going to want to hold the barrel still, and it doesn't take much. You're just going to take it and get it spinning. Just give it a touch. It ain't got to go crazy. Now that barrel is crowned, it's smooth, and if you have a file, you can take you a file and get the jagged edges off. Sometimes I even take a pocket knife and just kind of go around the inside, because one little burr can cause your BBs to go crazy. There you go. This baby is ready to reassemble. Now we're going to take our parts here, and we're going to reset our extensions where we like it. Looking like today we're going to run this bad boy right here. Ooh, right on the money, y'all. Look at that, y'all. Beautiful. And we're right at the end. Then we take our quad rail, slide it back on. Let me get you guys back in the view here. Now you're going to take your quad rail and you're just going to go, just keep in mind it's backwards threaded, even I have to remember that. Keeping back pressure on it the whole time, because it actually does go into a groove. Keep that in mind. So once it locks into that groove, you tighten it on down. Then you're ready to rock and roll. And go ahead and pretend like I'm screwing a tracer on it. So this is our tracer. Take your tracer, screw it on. It's also backwards threaded. We're ready to play airsoft. There you go, guys. Easy peasy. If I can do it, you can do it. My name is JJ Moore, the Battalion Airsoft Arena, Lancer Tactical. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope that's helpful. If it was helpful, please drop that like for me. Have a great day. See ya.